Welcome to Learn Short and Typing with Vikas sir. The Hindu editorial dictation heading is Turbulence Ahead. Ahead यानी कि आगे। जैसा कि आप सब जानते हैं कि जो आपका एडिटोरियल की डिक्टेशन आपका कोई भी जब आपका एग्ज़ाम हो, आपका एसएससी हो, डीएसएसबी हो, एनआईसी हो, ईएसआईसी हो या कोई भी आपका स्किल टेस्ट हो, उसके लिए काफ़ी इंपॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले करता है। आज का जो आपका आर्टिकल है, जैसा कि आप सभी को पता होगा, जो एयर इंडिया है, जो फ्लाइट है, जो टाटा ने एक्वायर कर लिया है, उसी को लेकर ये आर्टिकल है। उसमें काफ़ी चैलेंजेस आएंगे, उसमें कोई काफ़ी सारे बदलाव होंगे। ये आपका बिजनेस आर्टिकल, बिजनेस से रिलेटेड आर्टिकल है ये आपका। देखिए क्या बोलते हैं, एयर इंडिया विल नीड ऑल द मैनेजरियल एक्सपर्टाइज इट कैन गेट टू टर्न इनटू ए सक्सेसफुल बाय। चलिए, बी रेडी, स्टार्ट। The Tata Group's consumption of its acquisition of Air India last week marks both the culmination of the airline's return to its original founders after an almost 7-decade hiatus, as well as the start of an arduous long-haul flight for the loss-making formerly state-owned flag carrier. The Tata's enthusiasm for winning back what was once the country's iconic airline brand, notwithstanding the seas in which the industry operates, have changed considerably. A look at the market share data from the domestic air passenger segment clearly shows that budget or low cost flights now hold a dominant position, commanding about four-fifths of the market. The Tata Group's full service venture Vistara, with no less a partner than Singapore Airlines on board, has struggled to establish a foothold, and with Air India's addition, the Tatas find themselves settled with a bulk of their combined domestic market share of 23% as of November being in the less in demand full service segment. Nor is the group's newly combined share from the low cost segment comprising Air Asia India's 5.9% and the fractional share that Air India Express has significant enough at the moment to give it scale in the high volume business that the group is said to be considering consolidating. Air India's domestic low-cost services, along with India's operations, is a clear indication that the Tata bosses realize the need to optimize the varied aviation resources that are now in the group's fold so as to enhance viability. On the international front, do Air India faces multiple challenges, not the least of which is the government's current pandemic related curbs on commercial international flights, with foreign carriers restricted to limited capacity under the air transport bubbles arrangement. Air India too has found itself constrained in the number of overseas flights it can operate under the bilateral arrangements with counterpart countries. The Tatas, though, could use the current curtailment of overseas services as an opportunity to undertake a long overdue overhaul of Air India's in flight experience. Also, with Vistara now operating to a few select overseas destinations, the Tatas will need to decide if they would want a younger in those competitor to Air India once COVID-19 restrictions are lifted and normalcy restored as regards international flights. For the Tata Group, the choices going forward will need to be strategic. With the domestic market set to see more churn, with at least one new budget airline set to enter and other rivals struggling for capital, the group needs to decide whether it wants to add capacity to budget offerings or stay a predominantly full service carrier at a time when the more lucrative business class travel has been hit. And with aviation fuel costs set to soar further, Air India will need to tap into all of the Tata Group's vented managerial expertise if it is to turn into a successful buy. Full stop.